Rave in the Redwoods. This is going to be a guide on completing the main quest / Easter egg. Now you don't need to have done the Zombies in Spaceland Easter egg to be able to access this one. The crossbow is not required, although it is certainly helpful, especially if you upgrade it. I have a video on how to do that in the description below. With that said and done, let's jump right in. First thing you're going to want to do is turn on power and get the boat parts to access the island where Pack-a-Punch is. Once you make your way to the island, walk up to the cabin, and if you look up here on this little balcony, you'll find Kevin Smith. He's just kind of hanging out there. He's the celebrity guest star of this map. We want to have a little conversation with him, so we're just going to talk with him and then let the conversation play out. And hey, while you're here, if you are going for your bow, now's a good time to grab the sausage for the deer heads. Once you've talked with Kevin, head back to the main island. We want to go to the Rave area now. Head to this walkway behind this giant statue. Look on the ground right next to the Karma 45 wall buy. You'll be able to pick up an object, which is a little scrap of a photo. It's got a dude's face crossed out if we look in our scrapbook. You'll also hear an audio log from a familiar voice, Jason Muse. What we want to do with this photo scrap is effectively purify it. We're going to do that through a little ritual. So take this photo scrap over to this giant bonfire right outside spawn. You'll have a prompt right in this location to place it down. Once you do, you'll be put into this infinite rave mode, and zombies will start spawning and running towards you. And you'll notice around here you'll see arms sticking out of the ground. We want to shoot the arms off of zombies to charge this little ritual spot. I'd recommend not coming in here with the strongest weapon, maybe just a regular unpacked NV4 or something like that. We don't want a weapon too powerful, because even if you shoot the arm, if the weapon's powerful enough, it will kill the zombie outright instead of just giving them. We want those arms to come flying off. We want those souls to start flying into the ground. You see those little like orbs flying into the grass there? You know you're doing stuff right. It's not super hard, but just make sure you're mentally and physically ready for this, because if you do fail this ritual, you will lose one of your perks. So just be careful about that. Once you've shot enough arms off, the ground will glow and you'll get the option to pick up this photo here. When you try to pick it up, the slasher is going to spawn and you'll get kicked out of rave mode and he'll start following you around. Once you're out of rave mode, you can actually kill the slasher. So you want to do that. Just watch out for his charge attack. If you do not have tough enough, he will down you with that charge attack instantly. Once the slasher dies, a nuke will go off, a max ammo will spawn, and you'll be able to actually pick up the photo. Bring the cleansed photo back to Kevin Smith over in his cabin. Just go and talk to him again. And after this, we'll have to head back to the main island. We are going to be looking for another photo scrap. This one's going to be upstairs in the spawn cabin, almost by where you find the boat piece. It'll be right as you enter in the doorway on your right. We'll get another audio log from our friend Jay. We want to take this particular photo scrap over back to the rave area. We want to put it down right here next to this giant tree. Once again, once you put the photo down, you'll be put into infinite rave mode. Zombies will start running towards you. This time we need to shoot off legs of zombies. So explosive weapons work good here. The balloon trap makes this a literal cakewalk. If you have gas grenades, those also work wonders as well. So once again, shoot legs off of zombies. Eventually, the ritual will start going crazy. There'll be a big glowing orb on the ground. Go ahead and run up to it to pick it up, and the slasher will spawn. You'll get kicked out of rave mode, and once again, you gotta kill the slasher. Kill our friend the slasher, a nuke will go off, there's a max ammo you can pick up, and there's also a purified piece of the photo that we can pick up. We have to, once again, take the boat over to Kevin Smith. Show him the complete photo. We'll have another conversation with Kevin, and then at this point, there's one last item we need to start looking for. Go back to the main area of the map, head toward the spawn cabin, and in the room below the spawn room, look in this corner here, and you'll be able to pick up a skull. Once you have this skull, you're going to want to take it over to the lakeside by this crafting totem. You will get an option to place the skull down, and you'll start a third and final ritual. Once again, infinite rave mode, zombies will come running at you. This time you're going to need headshots. You'll notice souls start to fly into the ground. Once you're done getting the headshots, there will be a glowing orb on the ground. Once again, try to pick it up, and the slasher will spawn right in front of you. You're going to have to deal with him one more time. Once the slasher is gone, go ahead and pick up the skull. At this point, if you go back to the island, you'll find Kevin is no longer there. You'll find Kevin in the room below spawn. You'll find these buttons on the walls. There will be one button for every player in your game. So if you're playing solo, there will just be one button. If you're playing with 4 players, there will be 4 buttons. These buttons will start the boss fight. If you hit this button, you will no longer be allowed to pack-a-punch. So before you press these, make sure you're all ready. Make sure you have the weapons you need, the perks you need, if you want to grab any charms. If you're looking for recommendations for charms, I recommend the frog charm. It allows you to run through water unimpeded. If you're looking for weapon recommendations, the FHR, the VPR are all really good. If you are able to craft the Mauler Sentinel with salvage, that's one that a lot of people recommend as well. The higher damage you got, the better, although it's not really necessary, but it helps a lot. Once you or everyone in your game is prepared, everyone hit the buttons on the walls in the room below spawn. You'll hear Kevin behind this door. He'll tell you to meet him by the boat that leads to his island. Go ahead and do so. Go to the boat and you'll see Kevin sitting there. Everyone sit in the boat and you'll be treated to a ride where we tell Kevin that Jay's dead, and he takes it very, very well.
This has got to be a fucking mistake. I didn't kill him. I couldn't have killed him. Ah!
And with that, the boss fight has officially begun. So Kevin, aka the Super Slasher, is going to be running around trying to kill you. Your main concern should be these glowing skulls. There are going to be 2 of them if you're solo, there's going to be 3 if you have 2 players, and so on and so forth. You want to run up to these skulls and you want to get zombie kills near the skulls. The more kills you get, the more souls fly into the skulls, and the skulls will rise higher and higher into the air. We want to get the skulls high enough that they have this blue band of light, and then move on to the next one. So that's the name of the game here. Just go near these skulls, get kills near them, raise them into the air. If you leave the skull for a while, it'll start to sink back down. Obviously, during this entire time, you're gonna have zombies running at you. You're gonna have Kevin running at you. If he gets close to you, he's got like this slam attack, which is pretty nasty. You also want to watch out for when the ground starts to glow yellow, because he has this leap attack and you do not want to be caught in that. That's one of his worst attacks, IMO. So just keep an eye on him at all times, kill zombies, let the skulls rise up. When all the skulls are as high as they can be in the air, you'll notice they start to form like this lightning chain where one of these skulls were. You'll notice this blue circle with like feathers on it. You want to get Kevin to stand on that circle. When he does that, you're going to notice a spot of him that glows. You want to shoot that glowy spot. He'll flinch and get all angry, and you'll get out of Rave mode. At this point, he's just going to start following you around, trying to hurt you, and there will be glowing symbols that pop up all over his body. Like they'll pop up one at a time, and you just gotta shoot the heck out of these symbols till they disappear, and then a few moments later another symbol will spawn. This will happen like 7 or 8 times. So you just want to kite this guy around, shoot a symbol, then wait, dodge his attacks, shoot a symbol, so on and so forth. Do that for like 7 or 8 symbols. He'll flinch again, he'll beat his chest, and he'll start running toward the cabin. The slasher is going to jump on top of the cabin, and he's going to do this airbending motion. When he does this, you want to watch for green circles that spawn all over the island. Stand in these green circles, otherwise you're going to get hurt really bad. He's going to like burn the entire island with like fire and smoke, and those green circles are going to be our safe spaces. And while he does this, he's going to summon skeletons to run at you, and these are more powerful than your average zombies, so you need to be ready for that and be careful and survive for a few seconds. Once Rave mode starts back up again, you just rinse and repeat the same process. That is an entire boss fight phase. So once again, you're going to go looking for skulls, and in the second and third phases, Kevin will erect walls around parts of the island so you have less places to train. This is one reason I strongly recommend bringing the frog charm. It gives you a lot more options to train and run around in. But the process is going to be exactly the same. Just get kills near skulls, charge them up, put them in the sky. Once you do it for all the skulls, there will be another blue ritual circle. Get them to stand in the blue circle. Then you shoot the glowing spot on the slasher's body. I should say too, right by the stairs that lead up to the cabin, there will be max ammos that spawn pretty frequently, so don't worry too much about ammo conservation. Just be smart with your ammo and you'll be absolutely fine. Patience is the key here, like the Spaceland boss fight. Kite him around, shoot the weird symbols that show up on his body, then he'll get mad once again, go up to the cabin, survive his fire wipe attack by standing in these green circles, and then you're on to the final phase of the boss fight. There will be even more walls that are placed around the island to prevent you from training around the entire area, and same thing with the skulls here. Just kill zombies near them to charge them up, get a blue ritual circle to spawn, get Slasher to spawn in it, then shoot the glowing symbol on the Slasher. Then you'll be out of Rave mode, and you want to shoot these symbols that spawn on the Slasher for the third time. You want to do this 7 or 8 times. Once you get the symbols all shot, he's not going to go back up to the cabins. He's just going to kind of keep following you around and keep attacking you, but now he's actually vulnerable. So you just want to wail into him with whatever you got, shoot him in the head, shoot him in the body, just unload a ton of damage into him, a ton of bullets, and eventually he'll stumble around, sink into the ground, and that's the boss fight. That is the Rave in the Redwoods Easter egg. Kevin will sink into the ground, Willard will start saying some mean things to you because he's mad, and then a piece of the soul key will spawn. Go ahead and grab that piece of the soul key, and congratulations. This will unlock you the Locksmith achievement. This will complete the next chapter of our zombies story. Don't quit your game just yet though, because now you can go to the room below spawn, and on this wall here you can actually grab the Slasher's chainsaw and use it for yourself. Remember in Rave mode, that Slasher that just follows you around past round 10? You can actually kill him with this saw, and you get an achievement for it too. So definitely do that at least before you quit your game, because otherwise it's a hassle to get that saw again. Once you've beaten the Easter egg, you can also play as Kevin Smith by entering this code at the menu. Just make sure you have Raven's Redwoods selected. Hopefully this walkthrough has helped you beat the Easter egg. If any parts helped you at all, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if there's anything I can do better. And if you have made it this far, congratulations. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Stay cool, stay safe, stay frosty.
Where does this go to?